My name is Sarah. I'm from Hugh Embry Library. I'm here with my other coworker Danielle, and we're going to do a quick cooking video. If you're like me, you've been cooking all your meals at home now, 3 meals a day. It's starting to get a little exhausting. You're running out of ideas. So we thought we would share some of the things that we do to maybe give you some ideas. So to do our cooking demonstration today, we're going to use my Instapot. If you don't have an Instapot, or if it's collecting dust in the back of your kitchen somewhere, I'd strongly suggest either you get one or you pull it out and you start using it. It makes things so much easier, so much quicker. I'm just gonna kind of quickly run through the ingredients that we have. I like recipes that are outrageously simple, you know, so you're not collecting any weird, you know, strange ingredients or anything. So today, we're gonna be making beans. And before anybody groans about eating beans, beans are delicious if you cook them right. So I'm gonna show you an easy, delicious recipe. We're gonna start out with black beans. I have a pound of black beans. The smaller the beans, the quicker these will cook. All right. Then I have a can of green tomatoes with green chilies, whatever brand you wanna use. We have bay leaves. Gotta have your bay leaves. I like things a little spicy, so we're gonna go with some jalapeno peppers. I grew those in my garden, by the way. I'm very proud of that. And we're gonna use some garlic. That's it. That's all that's going into this recipe. All right, so here's the best part of this recipe. You literally just dump everything in the Instapot. And what makes it particularly great is that you can use dried, you don't have to pre-soak your beans, right? We're just gonna put these beans in there hard and dry at the raw. Toss in your rinsed beans right in there. Toss in your can of diced tomatoes with green chilies. Boom, right in. You can see I cut up, I didn't really cut the garlic because some people like to take it out whole. You can cut up yours if you want, but I left it in chunks. Then I cut up my jalapeno. In she goes. All right. Dump in a bay leaf, just one, that'll do. And then I have just 6 cups of water, nothing fancy. Pour that in. All right, in she goes. Cool. Give it a little stirs. Make sure everybody's all in the party. All right, everybody's in there. That's it. Here comes the hardest part, guys. We're gonna put the lid on and set our Instapot. All right, you can never see, make sure it's on to seal right here. All right. This is seriously, okay. There we go. All right, got it in. The little ding ding knows you do it right. So with these beans, we're actually gonna go for 25 minutes. We hit manual, it's already set to 25, excuse me. And then that's it. You'll walk away. You don't have to do anything else with this. Then after the 25, see here, it's on, it's cooking. So then you walk away. After it finishes going through the 25 minutes, you're actually gonna let it do what they call a natural release for another 25 minutes. What that means is I'm not going to take the steam out of the Instapot for 25 minutes. So after that time, we're gonna come back and check on them. As you can see, it's gone through the 25 minutes of cooking time, and then we left it on the pressure for 25 additional minutes, and our beans are done. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the vent on, and it's gonna make a lot of noise. You ready? All right. So all the steam has come out of the pot, and it is safe to open the lid. So we're gonna do the big unveiling. There it goes. All right. Tip that back. Be careful, there's a lot of extra water that builds up in there. So just kind of keep it down. As you can see, here's our beans. They look a little thin. If you let them sit in the fridge, they'll thicken up a little bit. But I'm gonna show you how to make the beans a little thicker. And as you can see, they're done, they're soft. And that's without soaking, because that's the big thing. People don't like making beans because you have to let them soak and go through that rigmarole. But if you're using an Instapot, you don't have to do that. So now's the time you season the pot. You don't want to add salt before you cook beans, because then the beans will never get soft. So now that they're soft and cooked, now is when you add your salt and your other ingredients. Okay, so to thicken the beans a little bit, to give them a little more texture, make them a little more creamy, we're going to actually use a little bit of cornstarch. Cornstarch you always want to put in cold water. Never put cold starch in hot water, or else you'll get like a big, gummy, weird dough ball. I don't know. You don't, there's no measurement. It's not an exact thing. I put, you know, a heaping tablespoon, a teaspoon of it in there. You mix it up, hurt your teeth. There we go. All right, so there's no lumps. And we take our cornstarch mixture and we just pour it right into the pot. That easy. Give it a stir. All right, and then we take, I like a little, you have to have some saltiness. I like to buy the bouillon that comes in a jar where you can use the little cubes, and you want to be kind of generous with it because remember, there's no salt, there's no seasoning in there yet. So we're going to put a nice, I don't know, that's probably about a tablespoon. You can always add more. Can't take it out once you put it in. And dump that in. So we put the cornstarch and we put the broth, the bouillon in there. So now we're going to thicken it. All we have to do, turn that off. Then we hit saute. And what that's going to do is it's going to cause it to boil. And when it boils, the cornstarch will get thicker and you'll have some perfect beans. There we go. So we're going to touch base with this in a few seconds after it boils. You can see the Instant Pot really gets boiling here. It's pretty aggressive sometimes. You might have to turn it down, but you can see that it's getting a little thicker, and we're just going to let it keep boiling until it reaches the thickness that we want. So the beans are done. That's it. So simple. So I'm going to show you kind of a favorite way that we like to eat them at my house. Bring the beans out. All right. Perfectly cooked. Awesome seasoned. And you can make these thicker if you want. That's up to you. It's all preference. You want them thicker, just add a little more cornstarch. So you have your beans. You have your bag of chips. Take your chips, kind of break them up a little bit. And we have limited, you know, ingredients here at the library, but you can also put diced tomatoes and maybe a little lettuce, whatever you'd like. Some sour cream would be amazing, some hot sauce, cheese. I probably should have put the cheese down first. Learn from my mistakes, guys. And then that's it. That's a meal. It's a delicious meal. Your kids would love eating it. It's simple. Like I said, then you can make some rice. You can make some burritos. You can make nachos. You can make anything out of these beans. So I recommend you give it a try.